NHL Game 7, folks. Coach Wondergeddon here. The show's called Coach Wondergeddon. Boston, St. Louis. It's about to be Game 7. Winner takes all. Who do you have? We're going to put this poll online on the Highermovement Showcase or even on Coach Wondergeddon. Follow them both on Instagram when you get the chance. Boston, obviously. St. Louis, obviously, tied 3-3. Game 7. Who is going to be the champion? We're going to find out. But in the meantime, play my music. Guys, we actually did live today, so if you're watching the recording, you missed it. We're here, Coach Wondergeddon. Obviously, I am your Coach Wondergeddon. We are going to talk about a few things because I got some catching up to do. I have not talked about UFC in a while. I haven't talked about anything other than basketball for a while, so we're going to try to get through all of it. I'm going to try to get this through in about 20 minutes. And we're going to start about now. We're going to start with MMA first. Obviously, I'm going to get to NBA. Sit tight, NBA fans, because I think that's what most of the people are right now, are NBA fans. But we're going to talk about MMA. We are going to talk about the fight that Yoel Romero has recently been in. The Soldier of God just won the greatest fight possibly of his life. The Cuban, the big Cuban, probably one of the most, I'm not even going to say no homo or anything stupid like that. I'm just going to say probably one of the most physically gifted fighters that we've ever seen in UFC. Recently won the fight of his life. The Soldier of God defeated Gold Star Performance Products. I know what you're thinking. That's not an opponent that you've ever heard before in an MMA ring. Well, it's not. Remember when he failed the drug test in 2016, and because people looked at him and saw this guy is just a freak of nature athlete, he must be guilty. Guess what, guys? He was not guilty. Gold Star Performance Products was guilty. They gave him tainted substance, workout stuff. Contaminated with steroid that's banned by the UFC. So what happened? He sued and he won. Guess how much money he won? I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. And I will tell you that Yoel Romero just won against Gold Star Performance Products $27.45 million. That's what this guy just won. Can you imagine? You came up here from Cuba. You came up here as an immigrant. You're a renowned wrestler in Cuba. You defected to get away from whatever's going on in Cuba. I'd be ignorant if I told you what was happening there. I don't always know. But he moved to Florida, became a UFC fighter. As I said, he's a Cuban wrestler. He's, I think, a silver medalist. I don't think he got gold. I think he's a silver medalist, but he failed the drug test 2016. He said he was innocent. A lot of people didn't believe him. His career, I wouldn't say his career got derailed, but he definitely had to take a step back in order for him to get through. $27.45 million. I'll be honest with you guys. If I had $27.45 million in my bank account, probably wouldn't be fighting. Not anymore, unless you're really, really good. And I know he's in his 40s now, so I'm not sure how many more fights you have in you when you have $27.45 million. That's a lot of money. And he has it now. Congratulations to you, Yoel Romero. Best fight of your life. Speaking slightly off topic, we're going to talk about the fight that I'm looking forward to. June 29th. There's a lot of fights going on between now with Bellator and UFC and such. I am going to tell you about the one fight that I am excited for this month, June 29th in Minnesota. Somebody is going to get knocked out in Minnesota. Junior Dos Santos versus Francis Ngannou is going to be fighting in Minnesota. As I said, someone's about to get knocked out. My prediction is if Ngannou does not knock out Junior Dos Santos in the first round, it's quite possible that JDS is going to beat him up for the next whatever amount of rounds. I don't even know if it's 3 rounds or 5, because it's not going to be a championship fight. But I'm guessing because it is a main event, it's going to be 5 rounds, where Junior Dos Santos is going to beat him up for 5 rounds if he doesn't get his neck splattered off by a Francis Ngannou punch, which we've seen that happen with people before who've gotten to the ring with Francis Ngannou. So we'll see if that is going to happen on June 29th. It's UFC on ESPN 3, and that's going to be in Minnesota. Will I fly out to Minnesota to go watch this fight? Maybe. Who knows? I'm just going to pretend that I'm going to do it. All right. We are going to talk about something else other than UFC right now, because we are approaching championship levels in Toronto. The Raptors versus Golden State Warriors is going on. This is live, so I could tell you that we finished game 5. Game 6 is going to be on Thursday. Today is, what day is today? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, so Thursday, I am going to be at the Dreams restaurant in Brampton. That's where I'm going to watch Game 6. Hopefully, it'll be the last time I have to go into a bar to watch a fight or to watch a game, because I'm hoping that the Raptors wrap it up Game 6. I really don't want to go to a Game 7. I have a lot of gray hairs, and the Raptors are responsible for most of them. I'm not going to say all of them, because I have a couple kids who argue and don't really listen to me all the time. But I'm not going to blame them for my gray hair. I'm going to blame the Raptors because they stress me out. We were supposed to win the other day, and we didn't win Game 5 as I thought we would. We lost by 1. I'm not going to lay blame to anything, but I will say this. If Kevin Durant did not play Game 5, we would be celebrating in the streets of Toronto on a Wednesday, maybe even a Thursday. And that's going to be my excuse for why Toronto lost, because they didn't want to celebrate on a weekday. We're going to celebrate on the weekend after they win Game 6. I am going to speak about a particular topic on the Raptors, only because I spoke about it so much on Facebook, Instagram, real life, outside real life, all day. And it's about the Raptor fans. Are we scum? The rumor is that we are scum. Is this true? I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? I'm going to try not to rant about this too long. Don't knock Toronto fans for cheering for Kevin Durant's injury, okay? It's not our fault that he got injured. He was injured before he got on the court. He got re-injured and was taken off the court. The Raptor fans are not cheering because he got injured. If I could speak on behalf of all Raptor fans, we weren't cheering because he was injured. We were cheering because we thought with him being gone that we were pretty much guaranteed to win Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And that's something to cheer for. I understand some of you guys are not champions. Some of you guys haven't won a lot of things in your lives and probably not used to what it takes to become a champion. But let me tell you something. An injury on the other team is part of the game. You don't want to beat a healthy squad just to say that you beat a healthy squad. No one cares about that. Win the championship first. Listen to all the excuses after. Okay? Do not knock Toronto fans for cheering Kevin Durant's injury. We didn't know. And you don't know the extent when the game happens. We just know that their best weapon, and he is their best weapon despite what anybody wants to tell you. Kevin Durant is their best weapon, and he was down, and we thought we were going to beat them up for it. He was killing us before he got injured. He went down. Toronto Raptor fans cheered. I cheered too. But honestly, get well soon, Durant. I don't know what to tell you. We don't want you in the playoffs. We don't want to face you in the playoffs. There's nothing wrong with that. We're cheering you because you're coming off the court. Good. I'm glad you were coming off the court too. You were killing us, man. Yeah, like you kill everybody else. Obviously, I don't want it to be a long-term injury. I just want, I'd rather have him in the Toronto Raptors uniform, to be honest with you. But, if you don't, it's because you don't really believe that it's possible, and that's fine. But I think it's possible one day. He's already lost to a team before and joined that team after, right? So I don't see why he can't join Toronto next year, and then all will be forgiven, right? I wish it didn't have to happen like that, but hey, how it happens is how it happens. They did it. We're doing it for the win. We're just trying to win. That's it. Let's put this into perspective. Nobody cared that nobody got mad because Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Andy Ruiz Jr. Nobody cared about the possible concussion. Nobody questioned before the concussion protocol whether Anthony Joshua was okay before they started cheering. No one cares about that. Nobody cares about that. So when you put it into perspective, as a competitor, you want to win no matter what. And if everyone gets upset about how you win, then just flat. That's why they make rings. That's why they make championship rings. That's why they make championship belts. And so if you have something to say, then take the belt from them. Okay? It wasn't that bad. Like, come on. We're the North. We just want it. We want it that bad, and I don't blame anyone for wanting it that bad. So go ahead at me, bro. I dare you. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm ignorant for being happy that Kevin Durant came off the court. Because I'm glad he came off the court. But I hope you get well soon. That reminds me. Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Andy Ruiz Jr. in the 7th round, a knockout. Andy Ruiz Jr., first Mexican heavyweight championship of the world ever. Think about how long boxing has been boxing to know that Andy Ruiz Jr. is only the first Mexican to do this, to knock out a heavyweight champion. And he knocked Anthony Joshua down 4 times, guys. 4 times. Finally finishing him in the 7th. Unbelievable. Anthony Joshua. I'm waiting for this guy to fight Deontay Wilder, and this guy couldn't get through Anthony Ruiz Jr. That is crazy to me. Ruiz Jr., IBF champion, WBA super champion, WBO champion, heavyweight champion of the world, first Mexican ever. Big that guy up. Anthony Ruiz. You should put him in the front lines to knock down the wall that hasn't been put up yet. And you know what, guys? Honestly, that's it for now. This is a pretty quick one. I tried to get through as much sports as I could. I think I did. I'm going to try to get some more episodes in on more consistency. We're going to try to keep up the live one, which means I got to keep to a schedule. So we're going to try to get that on the schedule. If you don't catch the live one, then you're probably going to catch the edited version that we're going to put out in a couple of days. So look out for that. NHL season's almost done. 1 game away. As I said, go to the poll. Who do you have? Do you have the Boston Bruins? Or do you have the St. Louis Blues? Get at me. Figure out which one you got. Let me know. At me, bro. I dare you to argue with me about this. Tell me who you think is going to win. I have St. Louis winning because I do not like when Boston teams win sports. Sorry. I know. I still think that Tom Brady is white Jesus. But I don't really like when the Patriots win. I just respect Tom Brady. All right. In that case, NHL season almost done. NBA season almost done. Who do you have? I'll give you a clue. It's either going to be 6 games, Raptors in 6, or Raptors in 7, or Golden State in 7. Who do you have? I have the Raptors in 6. I really hope that it doesn't go to 7, but if it does go to 7 games, I expect the Raptors to win that too. All right. That being said, guys, we're going to conclude this for the week. I'm going to catch up on wrestling next week. I haven't talked about wrestling for a while. Haven't talked about AEW. I haven't talked about WWE. I haven't talked about Impact. I'll get on that soon. Don't worry. Go Raptors, go. Get well soon, Kevin Durant. If you want a Raptor jersey, just shout us a holla. I'll wait for you to come back after injury. As I said, Kevin Durant, you're a hero, man. Honestly, if somehow the Warriors get to pull this off and beat Toronto in 7, it will be directly because of Kevin Durant, who should be the MVP again in the NBA Finals if the Warriors plan to pull this off. But I personally don't think that it's possible. I don't think they're going to be able to pull this off. I think the Raptors got it. I'm expecting to celebrate by this weekend the Raptors championship, first time ever. All right, that's the show for today. Guys, thanks for watching Coach Wondergeddon. As I said, this is the show, Coach Wondergeddon. At me, bro. Good night, guys. Bad luck to the Warriors. And that concludes the show for today.